Hey, true crime community, did you miss me? I know you did. Don't even start with the, oh God, no, oh God, no. I'm just kidding, that's what I want you to do. And you will. Psycho Babble, what you doing? You still licking them butthole lips, you ugly motherfucker? You ever seen that dude lick his lips? He does it like 90 times a minute. Like a puppy dick having a boner and then forgetting about it, and then having a boner and forgetting about it over and over. Who knows, maybe it feels good on his gums or something. Glare, what you been doing, you little smelly midget? How's your bird chest doing? What was that other dude's name? Cinnamon Showtime? I clicked on him a minute ago. He still ain't washed his fucking elbows. He gonna need a sanding block by the time he gets in the shower. You gonna have to sand your kneecaps. Ugh. I see you changed your shirt since last time.
Still ain't washed them elbows.
My man out here looking like Fidel Castro's drug dealer. Hell, I figured I'd check in on y'all. You know, since y'all are big time detectives, you know, with y'all's expertise and stuff, I figured y'all have this figured out already. So I just wanted to see how the Kiely Rodni case thing was doing. And, well, you know, everyone's still looking at their camera going,
I don't know, guys. What do you think?
they're doing great jobs. They're big time detectives, y'all. And they are gonna get to the bottom of this as soon as someone else gets to the bottom of it. But anyway, I figured I'd dabble into it, kind of keep the engine moving with all the other people who are doing so great at going.
I don't know, guys. What do you think?
Especially Harsh Reality. He's doing fucking great. He's had 4 videos in the past 2 months go, guys, this is the last video I will talk about the Kiely Rodni stuff. And then like 2 days later, he has another one.
He's doing a great job.
Harsh Reality, you sure you're not investigating yourself? You keep catching yourself in lies like every other video. Better watch out, you're gonna send yourself to jail. Man, you really shouldn't be snitching on you. Anyway, let's dabble into this Kiely Rodni case and let's see what's been popping. Brand new whip just hopped in. Oh shit, nope, that's not a good joke.
So we just got out of Best Buy after picking up some supplies here in Reno, Nevada. We're on our way to work the Kiely Rodni case just down the street in Truckee, California. And Nick, a longtime supporter, fan of ours, appreciate you for coming up to us, possibly has some information in regards to the Kiely Rodni case.
Well, this is already looking kind of weird. Yeah, let's just chase down AWP and take up their time 35 minutes away from where the car is gonna be found to tell them some stuff that the cops should already know, right?
So why don't you explain a little bit about what you may have run into?
So my name is Nick. I work at an emergency roadside assistance program. I got a call up in Truckee, Boca, for a battery call. So pretty much that means that the vehicle can't start.
Damn, really?
So I went en route up there, found the vehicle.
You went up there and found the vehicle, or you went up there and met the person that called you?
At the time, I didn't realize that this was a situation until later on, but
Thought the situation was the battery was dead because, you know, you're the guy that comes to fix the battery. Terminology's a little weird.
Yeah, just let me stop you right there.
Yeah.
You said you went to Boca.
yes, sir.
So over near Boca Lake?
Yes, sir.
So not Prosser Lake, Prosser Creek Lake.
It's right by Crosser Creek.
Yeah, so just north. So you went to Boca.
Yes, sir.
And you said you responded to a vehicle, and you in hindsight realized it may have been this vehicle. What kind of vehicle was it that you responded to?
It was a gray, like a lightish gray Honda 4-door sedan.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Or SUV, I'm sorry.
SUV?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Wonder if someone there had a little 4-door sedan.
Describe what happened with
So
your ride.
when I first go there,
When he first goes there. Is there another time you went there? Curious. Asking for a friend.
Right.
when I first go there, I usually do tests on the vehicle to see what's going on. At first, when I went there, I realized after my test that, you know, everything was working great on the vehicle. Come to find out later, once I approached the vehicle and went inside, that the vehicle was in neutral.
Sounds like you just fucked that up. Did you approach the vehicle and give it a test and charge the battery first, or did you look inside and be like, oh, shit, it's in neutral? Which one was first?
Time, I thought that was kind of awkward that, you know, you can find out or realize that something like that could have been the case for why the vehicle wasn't starting.
That's a pretty weird thing to say for someone who has the job that's to get people's vehicles started.
So I simply put it into park, started up the vehicle, everything was fine. At that point in time, I did notice that, like, she The female, which is Kiely, I realized after, she was very hesitant and very skeptical on everything that was going on.
She was skeptical of everything else going on, y'all. I thought there was just a dead battery problem. What is all this other shit you're talking about?
She was asking me really weird questions, like in the sense of, how do you put on your seatbelt correctly? And
So a chick in her car that she was already driving, apparently, that just had a dead battery, now she needs to know, how do I put my seatbelt on? Get the fuck out of here.
I'm like, okay, and she asked me to show her on how to connect it to like her actual belt. Like, okay, that in my eyes that was very awkward. I deal with things that are kind of awkward, so I was like, all right, it's just another day on the job.
So visual wise, he's putting himself in the story as in her car or over her in her car, being like, yep, this is how you click it in.
Safety first.
No. That sounds like somebody that's worried somebody's seen something. Oh, no, I was just teaching her how to put on a seatbelt. Yep, that's what I was doing. Well, good thing the I can fix your car guy showed up there and then brainstormed with the little girl to be like, look, we did it. We got the car started. He even showed her how to put a seatbelt on, dude. Now his fingerprints are on the seatbelt, the steering wheel, the gear shifter, the door. Fuck, dude, the whole car should just be wrapped in his fingerprint.
Yeah.
After that, she was stating on how she was there all night and she couldn't get her vehicle started due to the fact that now we both realized it was in neutral.
Anybody else buying this bullshit?
She was wearing a sweatshirt, so it looked like she has been there for quite a while.
I wasn't aware sweatshirts meant you just been there a long time. That's a really weird observation.
What color was the sweatshirt?
It was a gray sweatshirt.
Gray sweatshirt?
Yeah. Also, she had a guy with her.
Oh, there was another guy there? Oh, well, where the fuck was he when, she needed help learning how to fucking hook a seatbelt up? Where was the other guy when the car wouldn't start? Where's the other guy when everything? Where was the other guy?
Was it dark gray or light gray?
It was light gray.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, there was a guy there that was with her at time being. He was wearing a flat top ball cap facing forwards, brown hair that's sticking out just a little bit on the sides. I didn't know. I assumed that this is her boyfriend. I mean, from how they're interacting with each other.
Oh yeah, you knew they were boyfriend and girlfriend. They were like, kissing all on each other and hugging and holding hands and cutting up, and then she's like, yo, honey, hang on. I'm gonna go ask this guy how to fucking hook my seatbelt up real quick.
But it was kind of like they were both kind of at unease is what it looked like for me, like as if either they had a crazy night or a crazy day or there's something going on I couldn't know, and at the time I didn't realize what was going on.
Cause that makes fucking sense.
So let me stop you right there again. When do you think that this took place? Was it before, during the day, after she disappeared?
To be honest with you, it's either right after she disappeared or right before she disappeared.
Okay.
What the fuck? You don't say. Well, goddamn, that narrows it down a lot. You just named all the options there are.
But it was around noonish, like 11 o'clock in the morning when I got out to her.
Okay, so you seen her about noon, either the day before or the day after. Okay, so you either seen this girl when she was actually with her friend Kate, or you seen this girl after everyone was like, oh fuck, where is this girl at? Which one?
Okay.
And at that point in time, once we finished everything, she did advise that she was going to be going home later in the day and that she needs to grab some things and she was going to be heading out.
Are you the fucking boyfriend, or is the other guy the boyfriend? The fuck is she telling you personal shit? Yeah, random guy who fixed my battery. I gotta run to my house and get some stuff, and I got shit to do today.
So I advised her that, hey, keep your vehicle running and, you can get home. But during that period of time, after the period, I told her that I was going to leave and I hope you have a great day.
You lying.
Vehicle, I told her to keep it running for a couple of hours to obviously make sure everything's working good on the vehicle, charging system wise.
Yeah, keep your car running for fucking 3 hours just to make sure. Even though I could hook up to it right now and see how charged your battery is.
At that point in time, then I left, and then a week later is when I saw at a coffee shop that she was gone, and then that brought
Saw this on a flyer or something?
Yeah,
Wow.
I came in with my girlfriend, we went into a coffee shop, and it was a flyer, and I was just in awe. You know, I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me for a little bit.
Yeah, that's what happened. Those tricky eyeballs of yours.
I'm like, that's the girl that I was working with. Granted, the pictures I saw, she wasn't wearing a ball cap.
It's real funny because I know another person who inserted themselves in this whole entire story that pushed the narrative of, oh no, Kiely worked at this coffee shop. You just so happened to, you know, go here and fucking brainstorm to turn her car on, and then you're like, yep, me and my girlfriend walked in the coffee shop and was like, oh shit, there's that girl on the wall with a flyer in this coffee shop. What a coincidence.
With me, she was wearing a ball cap, and it was a blue ball cap. I'm sorry about that.
Like the hat on your head? It's there. You can look at it.
But then everything spiraled out of control.
Oh, really? Tell us about all this stuff that spiraled out of control that you know about. All this stuff that happened or spiraled out of control? Who was controlling it? Huh? Do you know who was doing that? Because it sounds like you do.
I got in contact with the detective and tried to do everything I could. And
really? Was his name SF Investigates? Was that his name? You tried to contact the detective first instead of the cops. And then you're like, hey, AWP, I'm chasing you down. Come here, let me tell you this information that don't make fucking sense.
Yeah, and then I saw you guys. I was like, all right, this is awesome. Like, let me go and try to catch up to you.
Thanks for the intel.
What? You're doing a real good job of sounding like a fucking freak, you know that?
That's how everything that we do unfolds.
Doug's like, are you fucking listening to what this guy's saying?
Organically, when we get into town, from our viewers, locals who understand what we're doing, they contribute to what we're doing from all different angles. Like this is massive. Do you know who placed the call to your roadside company? Was it her or the boyfriend or?
So I can't get details. Calls don't go through me. They go through.
Yeah, you just get digitally dispatched. So you don't have.
Yes, sir.
So when you were digitally dispatched, did you call them to say you were coming, or you just showed up?
I did call, and nothing went through. It went straight to voicemail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know if she had a phone on her at the time?
She did state that her phone was dead.
Her phone
and
was
so
dead.
she used whatever guy, whoever this was, if it was her boyfriend, she used his phone. So that's how she did get in contact.
You just fucked that all up, dude. She used her boyfriend's phone, but her phone was dead. So she didn't use her phone. She used someone else, some other guys, whoever that might be. Me, Nick, the tow truck driver, I'm a male. Yeah, but it wasn't me. It wasn't my phone. There was another male there. Uh-huh.
What was, you mentioned like she was asking funny questions and acting weird.
So like the most funny question, the one that stood out that I remember is about the seatbelt. I've never about how to buckle a seatbelt.
Odd.
So, in granted, I at the time I didn't realize again that.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in the towing industry my whole life, so you see a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of weird stuff, and it's actually pretty normal.
Yeah.
You know, so I can see why at the time it's just.
But she kept on going over that, like, how do you like, secure your seatbelt firmly and like do it correctly, and that's when I was.
So the boyfriend's just kind of sitting there watching all this fucking retarded sounding shit go on? Is that what's going on?
When she was asking this, was the guy that she was with right there too?
He was on the opposite side of the car.
So he could hear the conversation as well?
Yes, sir, yeah. And
I don't believe that for a second, because if I was in that situation, I'd be like, hey, motherfucker, you talking to me, not her. And if the woman I was with was like, oh my God, like, how do you put your seatbelt on? Will you teach me? I'd be like, the fuck are you smoking? Then I'd tell the dude, hey, you lean over and click our seatbelt, see if I don't fucking cut your fingers off.
I did notice, and this is also something that I stated to the detective, that
It's got FS Investigates written all over it. Why? Because it sounds fucking stupid as shit.
every single time the guy would come over to us, she would go on to the other side, and it was just like a back and forth, like a tag team, better to say. Like one person would come over, she wouldn't stay near him, and then it would go vice versa.
Oh, really? Is that how you could tell they were boyfriend and girlfriend? Was because she was fucking running from him? Sounds to me like two guys snatched her up. That's what it sounds like to me. Let's say she was by herself, right? And she was leaving this party. Somebody may have already been watching her before, you know. Maybe a guy named Ronnie. Whoever that is. Maybe she did leave the party alone. Maybe there was just, you know, another guy somewhere with another guy in a vehicle. Like maybe a van or something. Kind of like, you know, the utility vans y'all have for your work. Or, you know, jump starting little girls' cars. And maybe one guy got out of the van while the other guy stayed in the van. And snatched her out of her car, put her in the van, left the car there, took her somewhere else, done something, come back, put her in her car, and then dumped the car right there. And then was like, oh yeah, I seen that. I helped her do something that day or night, whenever that was.
Or if we were at the front of the car going about the battery and talking about the battery, he was always on one side, she was on another. They were never close to each other.
It's really odd behavior, it seems like to me.
Unless she didn't like who she was with, or she was uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
That screams awkwardness.
So this SF Investigates guy, pretty sure that's your detective. Why? Because who's the only other person who said something about the same exact night/day you're talking about? SF Investigates. Go look at the panel we were both on. What does he say? Oh no, not that gas station she stopped at, the other one. How does he know? How do you know? Oh wait, there's two guys right there. What do you know? Coincidence? Fuck no.